Welcome to Hanged Man Tarot. We're going to get into our celebrity tarot card reading right after you hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get into this reading, and we're first going to find out their overall vibe. So this is going to be a reading for Madison Lewis and Josh Richards. It is apparently a rumored relationship, apparently, that they have both denied. I think I've done a reading on them before, but we're going to go ahead and give this one more shot. This is a request from Suga, so thank you, Suga, for your request. And that is a subscriber of Hangman Tarot. When you're a subscriber or somebody coming in, you can definitely request a celebrity. If you have somebody in mind, you can always leave it in the comments, or you can leave it below in my details. You can get a hold of me on any of that social media. So let me timestamp this, and then we're going to start. All right, so I'm going to go over their stuff while I shuffle some oracle cards. These are oracle cards. That's going to be their current energy, their current vibe, just kind of, you know, the surface layers of what's going on with the both of them. Also, though, we will confirm it through tarot card reading. So Lewis Madison. So Madison Lewis was born in Arizona, USA, December 24th, 2002. She's a triplet with her sister Riley and her brother Dakota. Growing up, she was homeschooled, and she's a creator. She's an actress who kind of gained, over 11 million followers on TikTok by posting lip singing and popular dance videos. And her popular web series, Chicken Girls, she plays Birdie K. So she is a Capricorn and a Virgo moon sign. And Joshua Richards, born March 22nd, 1988 in West Virginia, USA, a social media sensation and actor who received over 25 million followers on his TikTok account, Josh Richards, in 2019. He's also an American professional vintage car driver. So he's actually currently piloting the late model Lucas Oil, which he won in 2017. Richards has won 4 Modeling World Late Model Outlaws. Richards ran on the asphalt. He's also competed. Is this the same person? Okay, just let me know. I don't even know if this is correct information. Is this guy really a freaking NASCAR person? He looks like not a NASCAR person. I don't know what he looks like, but he doesn't look like a NASCAR rider. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of this means. Let me see. I think it was the wrong Josh Richards. Okay, so at the age of 13, he founded his first firm, Berserk Hockey, a hockey apparel company. That sounds more like it. NASCAR driver. I'm like, damn, you do a lot. Musically, which he became quite quickly after Musically, it became TikTok or whatever. And that was his first gained social media following when he was 14-year-old. At the end of 2017, though, he signed with a manager in 2018. He had his first promotional cooperation with Call It Spring, a young shoe company. In 2018, he was a VIP guest at the Rock Your Hair tour event in Toronto. Yeah, he's a TikToker. Yeah, there's nothing about... Anyway. Okay, so they've tried clearing up the dating rumors, apparently, surrounding them. Anything unexpected that comes up kind of like rustles it back into the atmosphere, I guess. They have once again found themselves at the center of an online dating speculation and the history of being in the limelight when it comes to dating drama. Back in April 2021, the two were caught up in social media whirlwind with Nessa Barrett and Jaden Hossler, notably, who got together, okay? So there was a big old crazy situation where they were all kind of getting together. Some of them were cheating, blah, blah, blah. They keep posting flirty TikToks, and this was March 22nd even. Yeah, dirty dogs. So they act like they're dating, and then they're like, no, we're not dating. So that's what happens. I know. I was like, excuse me, this is not a NASCAR driver. I just didn't believe it too. Took me a minute. I was like, what? Okay, so we're going to get into this reading. The overall energy within and around them, as a relationship, a couple, however the fuck this ends up, we're going to find out. But this is just kind of the first layer of their energy. So in the current energy, there is something to dealing with the timing, transformation, somebody, allowing energy so that it's almost like any of their fear or their anger, their upsetness, one of them is really good about shifting it and transforming it into like their passion or their creativity or their love. Lacking a little bit when it comes to, slowing down, going with the pace of life, because things are a little bit hectic within or around them. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So that slowdown would be super vital for them, but they're not being mindful at all of that. So they're not going with the flow currently, maybe even in and around this relationship. But the timing for this relationship is currently in a place where it's not flowing. There's no flow. There's no divineness. There's no like, we should be in this relationship. It's just the timing currently is in not a great space. All right, let's get into their reading, people. Let's get into their reading before I call one of them, her, a NASCAR driver. Okay. I'm just like, what the hell is happening? Okay. I've lost my marbles this morning, or I don't need to say any further. It's nighttime right now. Almost. Okay, Aquarius. So he's an Aquarius. So she's a Capricorn Virgo. So, okay. Earth. She's a very grounded girl. I could see why. But, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. We're just going to find out their current feelings for one another. Just anything, connection might, whatever brought the two of them together, just currently how they're feeling emotionally, what their thoughts are on each other, how things are swinging through, what is, the most likely issue here and the most likely outcome, of course. So just trying to get into some sort of space of confirming the oracle reading on their vibe. Okay. Okay. Got it. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Not the NASCAR driver. No, sirree. I was like, what the hell? Just didn't make no sense. Yeah, honey. Okay, so thoughts and feelings. We got our 10 of Cups. Justice is in reverse over on her end of things. 7 of Wands. 6 of Wands, that is an upright position. That's over on his end of things. Now, her thoughts and her feelings on him. She feels like there's growth in this relationship. There could even be a potential long-term situation with the two of them. Again, that's only if, a new beginning comes around for them, because I feel like it's not happening right now. I feel like emotionally, she kind of would definitely not be accepting the truth of the situation here. So it's almost like there's some dishonesty or some unfairness within the situation between the two of them, or there would be, or something that would just kind of feel like off balance and not as honest as she'd want it. So maybe getting into a relationship emotionally, she would be in denial if she were to accept how they were to get into this relationship, however that resonates. But as far as like how she feels for him, I mean, she feels like, yeah, this could have potentially definitely have been a relationship, a long-term one. It could have been really happy too for this. It would have been welcomed for sure. So it's not like she's saying never. I feel the same. I feel like that's just kind of where they're at on that. Over on his end of things, feelings and thoughts. He thought that there would be no support. He didn't. He definitely fears commitment. And his thoughts on the situation are not that he doesn't want to get committed with her. It's just that he has a lot of fear kind of around it. And there's just like a huge breakdown or kind of a lack of, harmony when it comes to a balance within the heart or within the mind in general. But as far as Josh Richards goes, the thoughts on the situation are very uncertain. And he has a past with her. He can look back on things and really see the memories of it, but there's definitely some sort of a conflict that really surrounds the situation. Okay. Yeah, she could definitely do a committed situation with him, but his thoughts on it, I scared, I'm not doing it. No. He emotionally doesn't have he doesn't retain enough courage or strength to get into a place of knowing or to, give her, some sort of idea of where he's at. Anything ideal, he's definitely going to struggle with. I don't know what that means. That's just how that resonates, however you want to see it. What he wants though, he knows is important. Okay. And he knows that there would be a huge struggle if there was a commitment within a relationship between the two of them. So I definitely feel like he knows that there's potential also, but there's a lot of streams of income that he's catching right now. So it puts him in a really indecisive place when it comes to the two of them, no matter how it falls. Let's find out the biggest issue involved here. Got our 2 of Cups up. We also have 6 of Swords. That is in a reverse. And then we also have our Judgment card. So I feel like with this card in reverse, this is just indicating to me that there is a lot of self-doubt. Okay. And this is coming from his end of things. A lot of self-doubt. And there's 2 faces of Josh. Okay. He shows you one face, but then there's another one that you don't really necessarily see. And it's something having to deal with not showing, not just the world who he really is, but he doesn't show anybody in specific who he really is. So bringing together some sort of a balance or a cooperation in a relationship would be very difficult. So that's a huge handle on things, but there's like harsh judgment on the situation in general. So the judgment surrounding the relationship is a huge hindrance to the both of them. Okay. And as far as like no balance or, a change of thinking or, on his end or her end, there would be no balance in this relationship, period. Okay. And the delay of the situation is because of all of the judgment. It's because of all of the things in the past, for sure, with that 6 of Swords in reverse, 2 of Cups upright. Yeah. They don't really have a connection anyway. Not like that. Okay. There could be unaddressed emotional stuff here, but they're just not really addressing it. Okay. The connection definitely would come as soon as, he was able to get in a place of non-fear, but he fears this, he fears it, the commitment. And that could have something to do with something in his past, for sure. But it's just not the moment for it. It's just not the highest moment for them. So that timing stuff is definitely confirming that, that overall theme for their vibration at the moment. Let's get into a likely action from the 2 of them. What is their action towards one another? Ta-da! 3 of Wands. That is an upright. So he's going to remain under control. He's going to remain secure, stable within who he is, but he's going to remain grounded as far as like what he needs to do. So he's going to stay, certain in how he feels in the situation. So an action that he has coming towards her is nothing but, boundaries. Okay. And yeah, trust and romance, that would be great, but he's really got to remain grounded where he's at because he's got a lot of work stuff going on too. Over on her end of things. 3 of Wands. So her likely action is just she has a knowing of what this already is. So she doesn't really need to even like get into the nitty gritty of it. She doesn't need to dive deep or anything, but the exploration before, thinking before you jump into something is definitely something she's really working on, change, growth, expanding. But she's looking for an adventure. So if she finds something, and it's not him, that's fine. If it is, that's fine too. She's not putting out the fire with him just because like he's not ready or whatever. So I don't feel like she would be getting involved for the right reasons if she was involved with him. I don't know why, but I don't. I don't know. Maybe this is something past. Is this the guy she cheated on somebody with? Or how did that go? I don't even remember this timeline here. Let me look. Super shirts. Okay. So wasn't Mad Lewis dating Jaden and Josh was with, how did that go? If you guys know, let me know. Yeah, that's just kind of how I feel like it was. So that would be, yeah, Josh is the former partner of Nessa. Okay. And then the other one was with Jaden Hostler. Okay. I see where we're at here. I am watching. I gotcha. Okay. Anyway, like, wait a minute. Likely outcome here. We got 4 of Swords in reverse. We have our Page of Wands in reverse. 7 of Pentacles is upright. So we do have a learning to really manifest. There's a lot of manifestation going on between even the both of them. And this has a lot to do with work. Okay. The two of them are extremely naive. They're very playful. They're very youthful. They're very young, but they're all about yes, yes, yes. Especially when it comes to income or work or what they do for their passion. Hers is also involving love. Like she's down for love whenever, but she really draws, if I feel like if she were to put her boundaries up a little more, she wouldn't have as much anxiety. I feel like there's a lot of anxiety, especially when she has to try and communicate, trying to get anything across as far as like, trust or anything that is romantically linked to a conversation. It's just there's a lot of anxiety for her. It's just like she needs to learn how to be in a relationship probably beforehand because she needs to create some boundaries. I think her limits do get exceeded quite often, and that's not just because of her, but the people around her. So she needs to, I don't know, reel it in, bring it on in. He's going to definitely be over on his end of things. I feel like he's going to be taking, a little bit of a break once this hard work is over, but he's got something next here. There's something headed his way. And he's just kind of like, looking at what he's already created, and he's in a really ideal place. So he's headed for destruction. Just kidding. He's headed for fame. No, he's headed for lots of money. He's doing a lot of hard work though. He is. And he wants to take a break, but it's like, if you take a break from that hard work, it's just like some of these things can really fall off the radar. So it's really hard in his type of area, what he's doing for work. It's really hard, okay, to get into a place where you can kind of take a break. Yeah, he's just trying to make sure that he's on point, looking fleek, looking good, feeling good, and working hard. That's where it's headed. Manifestation, honey. They are young babies manifesting, and hopefully they will end up in the right specific place for themselves. Other than that, I hope that you enjoyed this reading with Madison Lewis and Josh Richards. Thank you so much, Sugar, for your request. If anybody else has a celebrity request, please go ahead and hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot, and you can leave a comment with your request over in the comment section, or check out my social media down below in the details. You can always get a hold of me there. Other than that, share, like, and follow if you would, please and thank you. And don't forget to look forward to your next celebrity reading. See you later.